Okay, I have the Equinox, this silver jewelry here, really old silver jewelry. Sterling pendant, heart pendant, and small little 14 karat gold pendant right there. Now I'm going to test it under this black sand here. And I just got done testing the Simplex and the Amphibio. The Simplex did fairly good. The Amphibio did really, really good on this target here. This is black sand, right? Magnetite, right? Solid magnetite. There might be a little bit of gold, fine gold in there too, some microfines. I think this is my 100 mesh black sand. Very highly conductive soil here, or very, very highly conductive sand here. And I already factory preset it, but I will preset it again just to show you guys. Park 1, right? I'll sweep over the sand. Without the sand there, I'll just sweep over the concrete, right? I'll show you what Goldfield does here with the iron off, right? The iron on, right? Super conductive soil, super conductive sand there. The Deus does the same thing. I can't put the Deus in Goldfield program with this hot sand here because it just falses on it, right? It gives me high tones on it. The Equinox does the same thing. So I can't do these tests in Goldfield, right? This is with the iron off, right? Goldfield 2. Okay. Try 40 kilohertz. It just falses too bad. Falses too much, right? It's falsing on the soil, or it's falsing on the sand just right there alone, but I'll try to perform this test here. Silver jewelry. I'll mask it. Right there. It's hitting it, trying to hit it that way a little bit. I'm trying to stay above that sand there. I don't want to touch the sand, right? Because if I touch the sand, it's going to false on it, right? Because it's so highly conductive. The Simplex, the Amphibio, spanked this target out like there's no tomorrow, man. Just in the stock programs, right? So I'll try Park 2. I don't know about that one. It's just not hitting it very good. I'll try the... Yeah, I think it's just falsing on the sand there. Yeah, it's just falsing on the sand. What I'll do is I'll try to ground balance it here. It's not liking it. It's not liking it. Let's see if it's gonna false on it. No, just screwed it all up. I'll turn it off. Turn it on. Start out. Factory preset again. All right. Have to dial it back. Getting a lot of EMI. Right. Part 2, not hitting it, man. It's just falsing on the sand right there. See that? It's hitting a little teeny bit. I'm gonna take that out of there. Let's see if it's falsing on the sand. It's falsing on the sand, so that's a no-go with the Equinox. Gold pendant right here. Show you what the gold pendant sounds like, right? Nice solid. Well, actually, go at recovery speed 7, right? Nice solid 4 or 5. Multi-frequency. Hit it a little bit. There. And try 40 kilohertz. Right? 4 kilohertz not going to do it, right? It's gonna high tone on this black sand there, right? 5 kilohertz. No. 40 kilohertz. No. Feel one. I think it's falsing on the soil there. Yes, it's falsing on the soil because it's in two-tone. Field 1 has two-tone stock, so I'll go over to field 5-tone. Oh boy, it's gonna be a lot of EMI here. I'll tell you, it's really frustrating testing this Equinox. It's really frustrating testing this Equinox, right? Dial it back there. It's a no-go on that one. There's so much EMI, right? I wasn't getting any EMI with the Amphibio and the Simplex, right? Big time. That silver pendant comes right through, right? Struggling that way a little bit, but it's hitting it pretty hard there in field 1. So I'll go to park 1. Go up for my gain here a little bit here, because I'm not getting any EMI in park 1. Come on. The Equinox does not like this black sand, man. Just does not like this black sand, man. I've tried everything, man. I cannot tell you how many hours I've spent freaking performing these tests, preparing for these sets of videos here, right? And the same thing, the Equinox just struggles, man. Now, when I turn a machine on, when I want factory preset, I want it to be really easy, right? I want it to be easy to learn. Right, with the Simplex, you just turn the machine on and go, man. No freaking having to learn about your recovery speed and your iron biases and your modes and which different modes prefer which different modes have different frequencies and the multi-frequency and all that stuff. The Simplex, you just turn the machine, the Simplex and the Amphibio just slaughtered these targets right here, right? The Simplex didn't really do very good on the gold, that small gold pendant. But with the silver jewelry, the Equinox and the Simplex, or the Amphibio and the Simplex did really very, very, very well. And I just have to push so many buttons to dial the Equinox in, right? There's just so many settings, right? And with the Simplex, it's just super simple, man. I just turned the Simplex on and I was just smacking that stuff right out, right? No having to push any buttons. I didn't even have to try to ground balance or anything, right? You saw that I struggled trying to ground balance that stupid thing, right? The Equinox doesn't like my soil and it doesn't like hot ground, right? I don't know if it likes your guys' soil or not, but I've struggled a lot with the Equinox trying to get it dialed in. Some days the Equinox performs really good, and most days it really kicks my ass. I get so frustrated with the Equinox because it just wants to do all kinds of just perform just really erratic, right? The EMI gets the best of me, or the hot ground, or the wet soils, or the changing soil conditions. I'm always having to really just finagle with it, right? Just frustrates me. I just get so frustrated easily with the Equinox, because it's a simple machine, right? All the controls that you need on this machine are right here. It's set up just perfect, so all your controls are easily accessible. But it's just, I can't explain it. I can't explain it, man. There's just something about the Equinox that just drives me freaking nuts, man. It's not only the tones, it's just, once I start pushing buttons, then I start getting frustrated, then I try to dial it in more and try to dial in more, then I factory preset it, then try to dial it in again because it's all messed up, all the tones are all messed up. Oh man. It's been a long road with the Equinox, I'm telling you. Once these new machines come out, right, you guys know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna try the Deus on this test here in a couple minutes, and it's gonna be pretty ugly. I know that the Deus performs very well on all these tests right here, just in one mode, right? All this jewelry comes out really good, just in one mode. Stock modes, man. The stock modes, man. If you really to gain experience, you know, when you first use a metal detector, you know, you don't really get a lot out of the ground, you know, you're kind of learning the machine. But the longer it takes you to learn a machine, the longer it's going to take you to get better stuff out of the ground and to go deeper, right? And you know, I just struggle with the Equinox so much, man. I just don't understand it. You know, I'm a person who learns pretty quick on machines, but with the Equinox, it just drives me freaking nuts. I just don't know what it is about this machine here, right? I've tried cleaning my coils out. I've tried different settings. I've tried different coils at different sites, comparing the Equinox to my other machines, and it just fails, man. It just fails. And I know that I don't have a faulty Equinox. I know that because I've used other guys' Equinox and performed tests against my other machines, and I've used other guys' Equinox, Jim's Equinox and Kyle's Equinox, and it just doesn't perform like it's supposed to perform in my hot soil here, right? You don't really see a lot of guys swinging Equinoxes in parks here, swinging fast like I do. You know, I think it's just my swing speed. It just doesn't like my swing speed, right? I want to get stuff out of the ground fast, and the Equinox is just really not a really fast machine. You know, it doesn't pinpoint very well. You know, it goes deep. That's the one thing that it does have good going for it. The recovery speed is fast, but once you get around some hot soil or some iron, that all changes, man. And my soil has a lot of minerals in it, you know, so, you know, I'm gonna try the Deus. Well, thank you for watching. Please subscribe.